super good.
I kind of want to, well, I'm not going to bring all that in yet. They're not ready for that. You're good. All right, we're jumping back in. Welcome back for lesson 3 or whatever, part 3. Shroomin. Right now, part of the reason I got this set up pretty nicely as far as preparatory work, but you know, here in the background we're just kind of hanging out and stuff, and Elizabeth just was like disappeared for a few minutes into her our dojo. We have a little back room we use for dojoing, yeah, rest, whatever, for different things. And then anyway, she came back out with a little, is that a papoose? Would you call that a papoose with your little puppy?
What is a papoose?
I believe it's like a Native American. Let's look it up. Can you dial up what is a papoose? I'm curious. Anyway, I think on this section I'm going to go back to, I'm going to do a little bit of both of what we were doing earlier. So I'm going to make a little bit of this Ultramarine Blue, was the color we were using. And I'm going to use it in the pan, so it's not going to be the super punchy. And I'm going to add some of this, which red were we using? I think we're using the Quinacrinone Red, okay. So, by the way, I'll periodically flash the colors up there again. The Quinacrinone is a little darker. I'm sorry, actually. The Quinacrinone is this, Quinacrinone is this one. It's a little bit of a more punchy red, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab a little bit of that. Make that up there. What we're going to do is we're going to make a little bit of a purple guy. And I'm going to do another kind of combo move.
I can't find it.
P-A-P-P-O-O-S-E. Is that what you're spelling?
That is not how I was spelling it.
Papoose.
I mean, it's pretty close.
Oh, okay, cool. So there you go. Yeah, so what this is pretty cute, but anyway, she made one for her little dog.
A Native
Lucy.
American child. That is not what.
Well, you're obviously, Lucy's not a Native American child. So there's some little like drippy warts on the legs of this, on the belly of this thing, and I'm gonna kind of.
Say it's a papoose.
I'm gonna paint around those. A papoose. Oh my goodness, that actually is pretty funny. Good job.
Thank you.
Nerd. What?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Papoose. Actually, that's kind of a cool product name. Elizabeth's selling these papooses, so if anyone wants to buy one, reach out. They're made of old Christmas stockings.
They're made exclusively out of items from the dojo.
Yeah, they're made. Everyone is different.
Old
And
Christmas stockings. How funny.
if you have a giant dog,
Too bad.
too bad. So here we go. I'm gonna make some lighter purple. Put it over
stocking.
here, and I'm gonna put some blue and darker purple up there. So what? Watch out for your Santa Claus stocking, papoose. So yeah, you make these two together, and you're gonna see this really pretty purple start happening. The Quinacrinone is like gorgeous. Love that color. And hopefully some of those bits of pink will live in there. So I'm gonna put all the kind of all the purple. I'm gonna put a little bit of this bad boy everywhere. Honestly, right now, just little spaces in between. Here's and there's. I'm gonna maybe get my music situation straightened out.
You know, someday these might be for sale, these little lessons. But I think right now it seems like I'm glad this one probably. I'm glad this one won't be for sale. Is what I'm trying to say. So this one, you see what I'm doing here? I'm gonna put all my extra deep color. I reached into the well, got some crazy blue, and put it there. It's gonna just kind of bleed out from there. I might even just say, kind of talk to it a little, be like, hey bud, I'm gonna take a little bit of your bag. Hey, did you see the peaches? Oh, I got them. You guys getting a real behind the scenes look of what happens in the dojo. The dojo. And I'm gonna go get a little more of this purple, and I'm gonna kind of beat it in from the other side. So now you see I got a lot of moisture, a lot of water. It's all kind of pooling up. A lot of wood. And I'm just trying to kind of get around the edges. I'm letting this just kind of what happens to some degree, but I'm definitely leaving little white spaces to be little warts. And I'm gonna just drop some more blue in with the, what I'm gonna do is drop more of the pure ingredients together until I get a nice deep purple, pink, lavender. And then I'm gonna pop that in around kind of the edges, and then we're gonna let this dry a little bit. I actually like the red side a little bit better. So I'm gonna have a little bit extra red right there. And then you see how this guy, they're gonna kind of all make friends at the corners. And by putting around the bottom of the edges, I'm gonna get a nice kind of blend from blue to purple through there. Sometimes when I paint too, you know, it's like kind of learning how to talk while I paint. I do the classes here, so I do a lot of talking and painting. You know, but I think a lot of that's like telling people sort of how to sort of climb into their own minds and play with colors they like and just let sort of play. So now I've got my colors in there, I'm kind of going back and forth with some of this love. And I want a little punch where it feels a little extra red there. But this pool, I feel like if I put water here, it's going to pull water from there. So this is that kind of management stuff. Honestly, this is where watercolor is really all technique. It's just knowing that's like a dam right there. And if I put water on either side, the blue is going to flow in that direction. So I'm going to kind of like take this clean brush, get all the water off it. I'm going to suck up the blue. See how just a couple trips with this guy. Number 10's pretty good as a mop. And then now it looks more even, which is good and bad because I do want it to be darker under there. It's under the mushroom. But I don't want it to, you know, you're always kind of playing these games. So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of clean that bad boy off, get a little red, mix that in there. I just want some pure quinacrinone here. That's like punchy and pinky. And then, that was a happy accident. I just totally accidentally popped my brush as I put it in. But I'm going to let that live just right there. And that's going to be pretty fun to watch dry. As it dries, that pink is going to kind of expand into the other parts. Now it's pretty safe to take a little blue and just like put a little bad boy blue over back in here with some bad boy red. So we're just going to make a crazy friend there. And again, if it kind of runs, we're just going to kind of pull some back out, the mop check. You can go back and forth with this all day. Some of these pigments stain. So, you know, as you're doing the mop thing, the quinacrinone is probably going to stain a little more where once it lives there, even if you mop it up, it's got a little pink residue to it. And, you know, every pigment has its own different properties. A lot of them label them on the sides and stuff. And that was pretty good, though. So, oh my gosh, holy Toledo. Yeah, just chill. Just actually, like, I'd say. So we're gonna let this simmer again. I'm gonna real quick try and take a picture too because Lucy's actually like sleeping right now in her papoose. It's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen, ever. Honestly, her head's like. So I'll flash that picture right now before we go to. Oh, she just woke up at the end. Bummer. Anyway, she'll be back sleeping no time, little sweet baby. And I'm gonna kind of just. I like to get my water as even as possible before I go do other things. That way, if it does go back into those pools, at least I tried, I guess, is how I feel about it. So that's gonna look pretty sweet. Probably gonna have a really nice dark bit here in the middle where that is gonna pull up a little bit, not dissimilar to these, and then they're like intensity. And just for expediency, I'm gonna take this guy, and I will pull that out just a smidge. Just a smidge. There we go. There we go. And so we'll be back. We'll do the head of the mushroom, and we'll be able to put in the sort of those warts, and then get to details a little bit, and bing, banga, banga, boom. Cool. We'll see you in a bit, y'all.